Hi, and welcome back to another tier list for Date Everything. This tier list is for a few episodes together since there was a lot going on there, but there were actually not too many new characters that we've met previously. So it's going to be actually one of the longest tier lists that I will ever make. I hope it will be actually the only one. But yeah, no, something important before we start. I come to you with a small disclaimer because I think some people may need to hear that, even if it should be pretty obvious. I had the need to point it out loud and clear for some, especially because this topic is very important to me personally. So, hear me out. I do know it's just a game, and these characters are not real people. But, first of all, if I'm playing the game, I do want to feel and make sure that the immersion is there. So I will try my best to get involved in it and try to actually enjoy it to the fullest this way, because that's how I usually play my games. I will try to get into their problems and help our dateable solve them because that's something I would also do normally as a person with a choice and free will. And second of all, sadly, there are people out there in our world who are struggling with these similar or even many different, far worse problems than the ones that are shown in game. So it's good to actually not only be aware of them in general, but also react. Because that's one important thing that we react, not just hide behind ignorance or whatever other excuses we may find. Of course, there's time and place for everything, so it's good to know both when we can help as well as when to retreat. But still, even if we cannot help someone or something, it's the thoughts that can tell someone a lot. Alright, okay, that's it from me. I think now it's time to go back to our tier list. So let's go from the bottom today, shall we? And the very, very, very rocky bottom, with 1 out of 5 rating, we have Lux. What a surprise. Basically, an object that's talking about itself in third person, and I'm not even sure what gender it is. It's acting like the most typical brainwashed teen that just stepped into the whole new big world of influencers and got dragged a tiny bit too much into it. Mm, so far, pretty annoying attitudes and nothing, at least for me, nothing eye-catching about the character itself. But I can see both in game and from what I experienced in the game so far, um, that this was exactly the design that this thing was supposed to have. Um, I believe that we can actually see it in, I said in game and from my experience, but I mean that in clearly stated in the description of the dateable. Um, it mentions that it's just insufferable character. So I can say that the creators actually succeeded with this one and did an amazing job with the whole design. All right. Let's move a bit higher, but not too far. With 2 out of 5 rating, we have Wallace. Are houses walls? So I was actually considering throwing him into the doom pit at the very bottom with Lux, but I think he's not that bad. Mm. So in general, I had to give him a moment and think about the interaction that we had. It was short, it was quick, but yeah, mm, he's a gentle giant type of dateable that's not even able to speak properly. Just repeating one word over and over again, giving it a different tone. Well, he already loves us anyway. Mm, so I guess we don't really have to speak or interact with him ever again. Um, but yeah, I can't even say too much about his character, so we'll just mention that I do like his appearance design. It's actually pretty good. I think the creators did a good job with that one as well. All right, okay. Further up, we have 3 out of 5 rating, and joining the others on this floor will be Stella. I think that was her name. A pretty brave and adventurous soul. She's our game console that we've met, I think, an episode or two ago. Mm. And yeah, since she's our game console, that's how we get to meet her for the first time while playing the game in game. We do not really know much about her character yet, but we had some fun playing the game with her, and I think I will want to chat with her a bit more. Like, just to see what we're dealing with, actually. Mm, Hopefully, she will be more focused on the conversation itself, so we get to know her better. And I hope that, as I said, it will be more one-on-one conversation without the game in the meantime, because then it was getting a bit chaotic. Alright, now the last characters that are actually going to the same part of the tier list. Um, with 5 out of 5 rating, we have Celia, Beverly, and Florence. Mm, to be honest, I'm pretty excited about the fact that there are finally some dateables joining Lyric at the top of the list. Um, the excitement also came from the fact that I was a bit worried that he would just be alone up there. I guess I was worried for nothing. So yeah, alright then. Um, let's start with Florence, just like we did in game today. Um, Florence is made to be this absolute sweetheart of a character. She's a bit clumsy. I can see that with the spilled tea. But also seems to be pretty caring, cheerful, and a bit shy, but not to the point where it should be a problem. I think it's the same with her clumsiness, actually. It's like, it is there, it's giving her some flavor, but it's not a problematic type of clumsiness. Mm, I think she deserves to be at the top of the list. Since she has this cute vibe, I do really enjoy myself. Mm, and I think that IRL, I would actually love to have someone like that by my side, even if it would be only as a friend, because I'm straight. Um, I think I would love to have someone to interact with and actually enjoy having conversations and just doing different things. Mm, but yeah, I will actually try to interact more with her in the next episode and see how it goes. We also have a small, tiny investigation like thing to do about her regarding some small problems that the next character mentioned to us about. But yeah, I do really hope we can help her with whatever she's currently struggling with. We can get it actually sorted out. Alright, moving on, we have Celia, our ceiling. She's made to be this charming, elegant, classy character with a confident aura and pride around her. I do love her design. Not only the way she's interacting with us so far, because she's being polite, she's being graceful, but also I love her appearance. That it has like this antique, classy taste to it. Well, in short, she's gorgeous, and I can't wait to interact with her some more. Hopefully, she won't be too busy to us as a house mayor. And finally, the last one on our list today, my absolute new favorite, Beverly. A beautiful looking character with a long, wild, crimson or fiery hair and an amazing set of emotions and reactions that she's showing us throughout the conversation that we had. She's lively, a bit chaotic in it, but that's just adding even more uniqueness and charm to her character. I do love this mix. She has some flavor, she has some emotions, and I do know that basically all of her characters do. Well, apart from a few, I guess. But yeah, she seems to be really unique in it, and I can't help but enjoy that. We saw her for the very first time today, actually, and yeah, definitely it's not the last time. And here we are, done with the longest tier list, with a lot of my talking. I hope you enjoyed both today's tier list and the episode that I think should be already out by the time I'm recording this tier list. So, in this case, I see you the next week, guys, and thank you so much for watching. Bye!